somebody asked for a push-up progression. Push-ups are great. They're easy to scale. You don't fire a cannon from a canoe. Say that again. You don't fire a cannon from a canoe. To do any type of movement, you need a good, strong, stable base. So that is the first thing that I'm going to teach you. Absolute foundational level, good stability through your core muscles. You're going to do this laying down. Okay. And first thing you're going to do is think about push your belly button towards the table. And then you're going to put your hands up above your head like this and pretend that you are holding like a really heavy 2x4. And that is going to push your shoulder blades down in towards the table. So you probably can't see my shoulder blades real good here, but we're pushing them down and we're getting a good, strong, steady base. The other thing we're going to do is pretend there's a magnet on like your pelvis, on your pubic bone, and that's pulling you down towards the table as well. So from here, you're going to slowly lift one leg and lift the other leg, and then pretend there's a tall glass of water on your belly button, and don't let it spill as we start to move our extremities. So you're going to go one hand at a time and then one foot at a time. You should be able to breathe through all of this. You shouldn't have to hold your breath as you do these. Again, thinking about that magnet that's pulling you down towards the table, the mat, the floor, whatever you're on. And then from there, you can go 2 hands overhead. Again, don't let the water spill. And then 2 feet overhead. Don't let the water spill. And then opposite hand, opposite foot, go in and out. Do not let the water spill. I know this doesn't look anything like a push-up, but you have to get the feeling of a good, strong, stable base. Okay? Once you have that, and once you can do, that's called a dead bug. When you can do the most advanced version of that, between 8 and 12 on each side, a couple of sets, and you have a feeling of like, yep, I know what this is supposed to feel like, then you can start firing your cannon because you have a naval ship. You don't have a canoe down there anymore. And with all of these progressions, when we're building strength, we want to work at about 80% of as hard as we could work, 8 to 12 repetitions, 3 to 5 sets. Okay, so that 80% is an important metric, and only you know that. And really, it's going to be like you're going to get to 10, and you're going to go, all right, I got 2 more good ones left in me. Or you're going to get to 6, and you're going to say, I can't do anymore. Or you're going to get to 20, and you're going to say, this is too easy. And that is the Goldilocks effect. We can't do too little, where we don't make any changes. We can't do too much, where we make something mad at us. We have to do what's just right, and that's going to vary person to person and day to day. That being said, let's go over to a wall. Actually, no, sorry. First version, okay, good, strong, stable base right here. If you can't do anything, right? If like, heaven forbid, you had some type of serious injury, this is where I would start you. Okay? And if you really couldn't do that, I'd sit you up and I'd have you not fight gravity. Okay? And we would do it this way. Okay? With, again, a good, strong, stable base as your foundation. So start from here, then go to your back and do them. Then you'd go over to okay? Your heels can come up. You put your hands as high as you want. And you start going down and up. Okay? Don't worry about your speed. Don't worry about much. Worry about your range of motion, and worry about this good, strong, stable base. The biggest mistake people make with this is they drop their hips, right? And they think, oh yeah, I'm getting closer to the wall. And it's like, no, you're not bending your elbows at all, right? Your elbows should be going out. Your navel ship should be fired. Your whole core should be fired. Okay? The progression to this is you go down from the wall, you just go lower, you back yourself further away. Your heels can come up. That should be kind of obvious, but people always ask me that. Yep. And then from there, you'd go, standard counter is 36 inches. You can test it out, whatever you want to do. But then you'd obviously go down to a lower level, and you would beat a little bit more gravity. Okay? Again, the most important thing is you're not dipping your hips. You're not like hunched over like this. Right? You want to be as straight as a 2x4. Right? If I took a PVC pipe and stuck it up your rear end, it obviously couldn't bend. Right? You wouldn't be hunched over like this. You'd be up tall. That's how you'd want it to be. Okay? From there, again, 8 to 12 reps, 3 to 5 sets. Then we drop down to a chair. And again, you can scale this. So like, if you could do like one set from here, and then you got to do 2 sets over at the countertop, that's fine. That is totally, totally fine. You know your body best. You got to listen to it. Okay? So then we would just go down and we would beat more gravity. Again, most important thing is the range of motion and your form. So right here, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know that I can get 8 to 12 reps of full range of motion form from here. So I would scale myself back, drop my ego, and I'd go back to the counter. Okay? For demo purposes, I will keep going, but I would advise you don't do that. Yep. And I would go to my knees. Okay. And same thing, full range of motion. Not worried about my speed or anything of the sort. And then from there, we would go up to our feet. Again, as full a range of motion. You can see, I'm almost embarrassed to admit it, that I can't do a good full range of motion push-up right now. So something that I need to work on and work towards. Okay, no judgment at all towards you or anybody else. Most of the time, I'm just happy that you're moving. That being said, if this was helpful, please share it with someone who might also find it helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. That's it. Go tell somebody you love them. Keep moving. Appreciate you guys.